looking for a deck that plays Murlocs? Are you looking for a deck where the Murlocs buff the other Murlocs? Are you looking for a deck that can win you some games quite quickly on the standard mode ladder and can even cause something like a token Druid to concede very, very early? Now, in this particular case, I'm not sure why he conceded, but maybe he saw that 2/4 Murloc on the board and thought, hey, this game's not winnable. That 2/4 is going to eat my tokens for lunch. I don't know. But a win's a win, and I'll take it. Okay, let's have a look at a breakdown of this deck. Now, it's referred to as an Aggro Murloc Paladin deck, but there are some sort of mid-range aspects to it as well. You know, just the fact that Tyrion is in this deck, and you've got the Spike-Ridged Steed as well for taunt-based value. You've also got Sunkeeper Tarim, so this is a deck that can have an incredibly aggressive start with some very cheap Murlocs. You have your 1-drop, Scrimscale Charm, Murloc Tidecaller, Vilefin Inquisitor, and you want to get those out quite early. You're then looking to curve out, and curving out is so very important with this deck. You need your 2-drop into your 3-drop and so on. In terms of pushing aggression, Blessing of Kings on a Murloc can make it very hard to remove. That lets you push face damage. Gentle Megasaur can have an incredible impact in terms of buffing your Murlocs and you know, just letting you push for lethal. But you can control the board. The mid-rangey aspect comes with Truesilver Champion. There's Stampeding Kodo to eliminate low attack enemy minions. Spike-Ridged Steed to give something taunt. And that taunt value is so important when you're guarding against or protecting your face against other aggro decks. And of course, Sunkeeper Tarim is insane in this deck, particularly where your hero power is to summon 1/1 Murlocs. You can use Sunkeeper to buff them all up, and then play something like Murloc War Leader for another big buff. And of course, Tyrion in this deck for some late game value, protecting your face and giving you the Ashbringer to go face with. 5 attack, 3 charge. So let's have a look at this deck in action, and let's see if we can get an aggressive start.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, so the mulligan is really important. We're keeping the 2-drop. Now, we're lucky enough that we get a 1-drop here. And we're going first, so we're going to play it. Now, turn 2 is sorted. We have a Murloc. Turn 3 is not sorted, and we'd be hoping to draw into something for turn 3. And this is Pirate Warrior. Bloodcell Raider into patches. Okay. So, we're going up against a class that is or a deck type that is potentially more aggressive than us. However, there's a 3-drop and we have the 4-drop, so we have the curve here. Oh wow, okay. So the Pirate Warrior teching against pirates there, or teching against his own pirates. Now, board control is absolutely paramount here, so we make the trades. But we have 2 minions on board, and we have a 4-drop that's about to come down.
Be thirsty.
Huh. Well, forget the 4-drop. Truesilver Champion is the way forward here. So good here at just controlling the board here and leaving us with board presence. Now look at the options in our hand. Next turn, Blessing of Kings is becoming a reality, a potential reality. Well, there's a haha. And another haha. Okay. Does he trade? Wow! Pirate Warrior trading. Now, if you can make a Pirate Warrior trade, you know you're onto something good. Okay, Megasaur just gets played as a tempo 4-drop. We're not getting the benefit, the battle cry effect. but that's okay. He's trading. Wow, we're forcing him to trade. This is so good. Okay, just played more Murlocs. Now, Divine Favour is sitting in our hand there. It's not going to get us any value in this game because the Pirate Warrior will empty his hand as quickly as possible. Wow, Mortal Strike on a sad Murloc. Wow. That was going to go face. He had to use it on the Murloc. That makes me very happy. And now, look at the value. Blessing of Kings on the lowly Murloc with Murloc War Leader. Yes, it's worth a screenshot.
Well played.
And I actually don't see how he comes back from this. Pirate Warrior does not usually run Execute. They just full on aggro. Yeah, that 3/3 taunt isn't really going to do much. Yeah, because even after the trade with the 6/6, to kill the 6/6, he'd have to use a weapon to hit into it, and he's just killing himself if he does that. That was a really sweet win there. It felt really good. Okay, heading into this next game now. It's against Druid. We're keeping the 2-drop. And that's not what we wanted to see. We needed a 1-drop there. And maybe there was some logic to say that I should have mulliganed away the hydrologist there. But I don't know. When you do when you mulligan away at that lone 2-drop, you sort of run the risk of not having anything you can play early. So it's fine, right? Oh boy.
The light protects.
Oh boy. So, Token Druid here. Or Egg Druid, potentially. Well, no, this is not wild mode. This is standard mode, so Nerubian Egg isn't a thing. Although Devil's Saw Egg is now a thing. We'll see. At this point, it looks really good for him, because he has 2 minions on board. I only have 1 minion, and he has the ability here to hero power and remove my 2/2. And against a Token Druid, board control is paramount. If they get bored, they buff those minions up, and then you're sort of stuck. Okay. We have 3 mana. And we can make use of it here. Now, this is pretty interesting. A 2/4 and a 2/3 easily contest his 2/2 and 1/1. And do you know what? Oh, Egg Napper. That is the power of Vilefin Inquisitor. As a lowly 1/3, it doesn't do a huge amount against other aggressive decks. I mean, it can kill 1 health minions. But what if it's a 2 health minion? Well, when it gets buffed as a 2/4, it does a lot of work. As you're about to see very shortly. Because now we have to get through that taunt. Truesilver Champion is perfect here. And there, the Vilefin Inquisitor going to work there, getting a great trade. And now he is in quite an awkward position, unless, yeah, he buffs his board. But that's a Savage Roar. And really, Savage Roar is how he's supposed to kill me. That was a bit of a desperation Savage Roar. I mean, he may feel good about himself, getting me down to 16, but I can just refill the board. The question is, how do I want to go about doing it? Sadly, we don't get the buff on our Murlocs in hand, but the Mega Saw here is going to buff that 2/1, and we're going to give it health. The health is really good, because that 2/4 is going to trade in with those low attack, low health tokens played by the Druid. Okay, that's not a low attack, low health token. That's an 8/8. Wow. That brings back memories of Shaman's 4 mana 7/7s, and yeah, that's something that we need to get rid of. Now, I could go face here. However, how does a Druid win the game? He wins the game through having board and through Savage Roar shenanigans, right? Yeah, so we have to clear it. If we just keep the board clear, we win the game. There's no other way for him to burst me down if he doesn't have a board. Yeah, and he sees it. He understands the situation. Yeah, playing board control there with a token Druid and streaking into rank 14. Feels good. Okay, so heading into our next game now, and so far this deck has certainly been viable on the ladder. We're going up against a hunter, and we have the curve there, 1, 2, 3. Yes, we can count. This is pretty good. Now, particularly if he doesn't remove that 1/3 Vilefin Inquisitor. If he doesn't remove it, we're in a really good position. Yep, there's the buff. You saw that buff in an earlier game, turning it into a 2/4, and against cheap, low attack, low health minions, it does a phenomenal job of trading. Okay, so that's pretty good for him. As things stand, he's thinking he's going to get a clear board because he's looking for the trade between the 3/2 and my minion. However, he's going to be in for a little bit of a surprise. Murloc War Leader there, buffing my other Murloc, buffing the Inquisitor, and we've got a board. Oh wow. 4/4. Well, that's actually pretty convenient. I can make a clean trade there. That's pretty good. And now we get the Murloc train going. Murloc War Leader here carrying this board. Let's see how he deals with this. Interesting. Oh wow, very interesting. So, Scavenging Hyena has seen a massive comeback. A massive comeback since the IGNORE expansion was released. And now we're staring down this 8 attack minion on the board. We are one turn off from using the Spike-Reached Steed. The question is, what do we want to do here? How do we get rid of it? Do we just ignore it? I'm just going to ignore it. Yeah, I'm just ignoring it. It's fine. Well, it's not fine, but next turn. Next turn is when the magic happens. We have Sunkeeper Tarim. Oh, he's trading. Damn. I was just hoping that, yeah, that Murloc would have survived. That's unfortunate, but it's fine, right? We just played the Sunkeeper. And we get the clean trades. Now there is a 3/7 on board. A 3/7 on board. That's the high main. Okay. Well, I like this. 13 health, 5 attack. That's so broken. How does he now get through this? Hunter's Mark would be a thing here. Otherwise, how does he get through? His solution is to do what a hunter does best, and that's load up the board. The trouble is, 13 health! Yeah, and that is worthy of a screenshot. 13 health. So he even has to trade in the high main. But look, oh my god, look at that. Double consecration here. Now, we could just play double consecration and clear the board. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to invest a few other actions there and keep one consecration. I just want to play it safe, right? Just in case, you know, if he has something like Deadly Shot, or I don't know. I think keeping one consec there was fine, because I also have other options in my hand. I have Tyrion. Oh wow. Yeah, thinking about it now, keeping that one consecration behind was probably too cautious. But it doesn't matter, we still win the game. Going into rank 13, very nice. Okay, so this Aggro Murloc Paladin. Been really good for me on the standard mode ladder. Just some really quick games too. I find that I can I can sneak a couple of games in whilst I'm travelling on the train, or waiting for a bus, or walking to the gym, whatever it happens to be. And these get on my phone, of course. And these games, they don't last very long, and you know very, very quickly if you're going to win or if you're going to lose. But because it's all down to the early game. But there are comeback mechanics in the game. There is consecration, there's blessing of kings. I mean, even playing the hero power, summoning a 1/1, and then playing blessing of kings on turn 6 for 4 cost is pretty strong, because you end up with a 5/5 on the board. So all in all, this deck is fun, it's effective, and yeah, give it a try on the ladder and tell me what you think. So thanks very much for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon for more Hearthstone fun.